Who are the students with disabilities who receive special education services? For these next couple of slides, I really wanted to look at Texas. So I went to the TEA website to look up some data on the demographics here in Texas. So when looking at who this population is and the effect that it has on us as teachers, here in Texas there are 477,281 students enrolled in special education for the 2016-2017 school year. A number I wanted to compare that to was the number of teachers. So here in Texas, we have 352,632 teachers. This is a ratio of 1 teacher to every 1.3 special education students. I found that to be a very interesting number. But let's compare this to the number of students enrolled in general. So in public education in Texas, there is just over 5 million students. I did round that number down a little bit. So there's just over 5 million students enrolled for the 2016-2017 school year. So if you look at this ratio of student to student, there are 1 special education student in every 12 students. So if you want to think through all the students you've had come through your classrooms, or how many you have every year, think about the ratio of 1 to 12. And these are students who classify under all the different diagnosis codes that we looked at on the TEA site earlier. These are all these students. Now, not all of these students will have IEP. Some of them will be under 504. And then, of course, this doesn't account for any who have not been yet classified as SPED, so that's something to keep in the back of our mind. But 1 in every 12. So the influence is there. Our classrooms are going to always be integrated with special education students. So when I was in a class last semester, a teacher told me, of all the types of students that you will encounter, every single teacher will always encounter special education students. So 100% of teachers will be working with special education students at some point. So let's take a look at how these students will be spending their time when they're in school. So according to our text, most students with disabilities participate in the general education curriculum and spend most of their time in the same classes as their peers without disabilities. A breakdown of that time is that 60% of the SPED population will spend 80% of their time in general education. So this is inclusion. This is where it will affect every single teacher regardless of what you teach or what you coach. We will be working with this population. 20% of SPED students spend anywhere between 40 and 79% of their time in general education. So the best way to sum up for me who the students with disabilities are who receive these special education services, they're our students. And so we need to equip ourselves to be able to manage their assessments and differentiate so we can capture the data to reflect their understanding in a way that best represents them.